Socially, you're building a lot of friends. You think alike. You are fun. You're entertaining. Your friends are fun. So there will be more party time, laughter, sporting events, enjoying children, interest and helping them to mentor them and make them more powerful and more forward-thinking. This is also a good time for creative development, since mentally you have what it takes to inspire. So you can inspire your thoughts, you can inspire your mind, you can inspire people. And that's your very strong point. Go for it. Health-wise, there is a decline at this time due to overwork, overstress, and letting other people get to you. So you have to kind of look out for yourself. What's good for you is good for you, not what's good for others. But you can try to be civil and cooperative, but if they push the limit, then you break the boundaries. You don't want to be a part of their action for the moment. Don't expect too much from fellow workers. They can be a bit irritating at this time, but it's that kind of play-up period. So this is also a time, be careful of health injuries, accident, and you want to not take up those kind of sports that can be there and defying, because you could be hurt. A good time for partnership. So if you want to team up with others, joint venture, mutual union, collaboration, wow, you got the right twosome of greatness and maybe threesome of fun. Whether for business, whether for lovemaking, whether for mutual sharing of collaboration of interests. This is definitely the goodness of it. This is also a lucky cycle for starting partnership, for starting any kind of a happy heart and combination. You find that the people that come your way are people who want to be a part of a real concern and interest, and they are serious about the relationship. So if you are just a playful kind, you could be inviting trouble, or you could be caught in other people's relationship just because you have the lucky vibes at this time to get people connected to you. So you have to think and make good choices and get happiness instead of complications, since this is a lucky cycle. Good for changes, reshuffle. If you want to make change, this is it. You want to look for new areas of interest, this is it. You can find ways to increase on your saving, your security. This is a good time for behind-the-scene discussion, planning, negotiation. You get a lot of feedback from the people that you are in connection with. And this is also a time where you can find out who you can and can't trust. Keep it silent and use it as your safeguard weapon. Bankers, financiers are very helpful at this time. So take advantage of that connections. Problem regarding overseas matters, foreign matters. Not a good time for dealing with those in power, in authority, in politics. They give you the runaround, or they are just not available. They'll really help you. This is also a time where you hear some trouble news from afar. Even travel could be inconvenient, or things go haywire. So this is a time where you don't want to get political or argue on religious philosophy. Bad idea. A good period for work matters, career interests, career prospects, business interests, building your position and power, getting the right group and the combination of force. Good for starting business, good for planning, launching of future development. These are all wonderful. You will have problems in groups, either it's community, society, dealing with the masses. You'll find that they don't even agree amongst themselves. And this one can be talking about that one and bringing all kind of confusion. And the funny thing is they're right in their own ways. So if you kind of take one side or the other, you'll be wrong in two ways. And you don't want to get caught in that direction. Don't gamble, take risks, no casino for this time. And you will have some fantastic intuition and senses, but they kind of direct you where the troubled people and trouble are. So just use it privately and try not to be too open about what you feel, because it'll provoke people more than they will understand you. There are ending, losses, partings, either to yourself or people close to you. There could also be hospitalization, emergency, falls, accidents, trouble sleeps, and people who were once very supportive to you suddenly want out. If possible, this is a retreat time where you need to go and think for yourself and just be away from all that minefield of problems. You just don't want to get caught in it, because there's too much coming on at this time. And also during this period, you tend to be clueless, saying wrong things at the wrong time and just hurting wrong people. So silence is golden. A good time for personal life activities, going new interests, doing things you want to do, starting new activity, improving your look, take some nice photo shots, smile more often, use your charming personality, and the world is waiting out there for you. Make some good name cards, build personal connection with people that you enjoy company with. These are all the magnetic pull, of great interest. Financially, this is a bad time. You could lose, you could bet on the wrong horse, you could be spending more than you need to, buying something and later found out you could have got two on the other store. So this is when, don't feed your greed. Look after your need. You have to be economical and you have to be a good plan master. Try to, at this period, use as little cost and be more functionable in many ways as possible. And if you can master that skill, you have mastered the art of wealth growth. Also during this time, don't carry too much money on you. You tend to be a waster, buying things you don't need, and later said, oh, there's so much of these good things I could have done. Too late. So don't be late come after. Be a current person of your activities and dealings, money and possession. A good time for negotiation, discussion, conferences, meetings. People like to talk to you. They find a lot of idea. They find you pleasant. They find you mindful of interest. And you find them to be likewise. A good time for looking at market condition. A good time for feedback, for conferences, for seminars, for lectures. You want to be around all these intellectualizing activities. You also want to be in the region, short trips, travel, where you can meet with exciting and interesting people that are very productive to your life. And this is a period you want to get engaged in these matters. It'll be a happy time for home, family, domestic matters, property matters. Looking for property buying? Good. Want to sell something? Lucky. You want to improve on the home? Comfortable. You want to get visitors in the home? Entertaining. So somehow or the other, these are very, very interesting period where you get your many moods and many feelings satisfied. And the combination of people to make it happy. You might hear happy, auspicious news concerning home and family members and family matters. So go visiting old relatives and friends or even old family members. They are dying to make contact with you. And there will be so much of touch of the heart situation.